Hi there, you're watching this video because you or your child signed up for a free webinar with us to improve their SAT score. But before the actual webinar, this video is required. Parents and students must watch it together. Please take this seriously. This isn't just a webinar, it's the first step in a proven system that's helped over 300 students score 1500 plus on the SAT, earn $10,000 to $25,000 in scholarship, and get into Ivy League and top 20 colleges. You're here because you care deeply about your child's future, and then you're in the right place. I'm Garima, founder of Online Chalk. I've personally helped over 200 students score 1530 or higher on the SAT, and with the right structure, your child can absolutely reach 1550 plus. Yes, even if they're not close right now. Here are some of the many reviews for our services on Google. Here's what you need to know. We only work with serious families of high achieving students. We only have limited time to help students who are ready. So please show up on time and make sure at least one parent is present through the webinar. Now let me guess a few things about your child. They have a 3.9 GPA or higher, they're sophomore or junior in high school, they want to pursue finance, medicine, law, or computer science, they're aiming for Harvard, Yale, Columbia, Stanford, or Duke, or other top schools, their schedule is packed with extracurriculars, internships, and clubs, and both of you are serious about getting into a top tier college. If even two of those are true, this webinar could change everything. Now let's talk about college costs. The average college tuition in the US is over $30,000 a year. That's more than $120,000 in total. Most families don't have that money sitting around. They take out loans, they stress, they end up spending far more than they should. But if your child doesn't have to, if they follow the right strategy. Here's something most parents don't know. SAT scores can directly earn scholarship money. Let me show you. Score a 1350, that's $2,000. Score a 1400, that's $4,000. Score a 1500 plus, that's $10,000 plus, sometimes even more. We give every family we work with access to a full list of these scholarships. And that's not all. A high SAT score doesn't just get your child into a better college, it helps them get into better majors and land better internships and receive better job offers after graduation. A student with a 1500 plus SAT score can earn $15,000 to $20,000 more per year than a student who scores under 1200. That's $500,000 over a lifetime just because they did better on one test. Let's talk about Ivy League odds. A student with a 1350 SAT score, they have a 2% chance of getting into a top tier school. But a student with a 1500 plus, their odds jump to 10%. That's a 400% increase just from the SAT. At Online Chalk, we've helped over 200 students use the test scaling method, and they're all just like your child. Let me tell you about one of our students, Arman. His dream, a full ride admission to UVA. He had everything perfect. He was a valedictorian of his class. He had an internship with JP Morgan. He was interested in doing a finance major. He played soccer. He was part of a marching band team and an FBLA national rank holder. Arman had just one goal, to get into UVA with his full ride scholarship. But there was one problem. He had a 1090 on the SAT. With a 1090 SAT, he would have little chance of getting into many schools, definitely not UVA. He would get no scholarships, and him and his parents were very scared. They had already spent thousands of dollars in another SAT program with a big corporate. He was a senior and he had no time left to improve his scores. That's when Arman's dad found us. We made them the same promise we make to every family, a 1500 plus SAT score in 8 weeks, or we work with you until you get there. Arman wasn't an exception. 1 month in, he jumped from a 1090 to 1250. A few weeks later, he scored a 1530. He got into UVA with a full ride. he saved his parents over $80,000 in tuition, and he got accepted to Rutgers, UMich, Virginia Tech, and many more schools, all because he followed the exact steps you will learn in the upcoming webinar. After only 1 month of following my program, he went from a 1090 to a 1250, which is a huge increase. He went from a 1250 to a 1530 in August, an absolutely huge increase in his SAT score. He was extremely happy. Arman's future was secured. He was going to save his parents over $50,000 in tuition cost. He got into his dream program at UVA Finance. He got accepted not only to UVA but also to Rutgers, Virginia Tech, William and Mary, U Michigan, and USC. All because he made a bet on the same information in this webinar to help get into his dream school. How serious are you about our program? Do you want your son or daughter to get results like Arman? Do you want to save yourself potentially over $50,000 in tuition costs? Do you want your child to pursue their dream, a privilege that you might not have had as a first-generation immigrant? If you answered yes to any of those questions before, this webinar will be extremely important for you and your child. This is only for serious parents of high-achieving students. We don't want to work with families who aren't willing to invest in their child's future. But there's a problem. Your child only has so many shots at the test scaling methodology, and the SAT college application season is upon us. Deadlines will be here before we know it. If they're already a junior or a rising senior, they literally have no time left. Time is of the essence. If you do not act now, if you do not help your child increase their SAT score and follow our framework now, they will forever miss on the chance to get a $15,000 plus scholarships, a $10,000 plus in college tuition savings, getting into their dream college. Do you want to learn more about how our method works? Do you want to see our secret to getting students into their dream schools while saving thousands of dollars on tuition costs? If you resonated with anything in this presentation, you need to make this webinar a priority. Save the free webinar information to your calendar. There will be no recording of the session. I'll see you there.